You know what? As adults, we really need to start paying attention and have deeper conversations with young people. And when I say have conversations, I don't just mean talking at them, talking to them. I mean talking with young people. Young people today, they have some dynamic ideas. They have been exposed to so many things, so much more than young people when we were young people because of the access that they have, with technology, with the media. They are able to see things that are happening worldwide. They are able to hear from people firsthand that are actually doing different things. Whereas we had to read books and just imagine. Growing up, I remember, if you want to try something new, you would read it, but you wouldn't know if it really happens or not. And so it was hard to find those examples. And now young people have examples all around them. So many of you may know what I do here is what I really do. This is who I am. I am Coach Sherry. I am all about workforce development, career readiness, entrepreneurship, real life, real issues. And I do a lot of presentations. And last week, oh my goodness, last week, I literally presented to over 1,000 students twice a day for 4 days. I was doing presentations to over 300 students each day. It ranged between 3 to 380 students every day. And I was trying to encourage them. Well, I did. I feel like I did. I encouraged them, moving forward to go for internships, how to upskill, reskill, prepare for interviews, how to be confident in talking about themselves and the value that they bring, and really to understand who they are, have self-awareness, and be able to manage themselves in many different situations. And when I do presentations, I don't just talk about the content at hand. I also share stories. I give them a little bit of background of who I am and my experiences so that they know they're not having someone talk to them who just read about it in a book. No, I want them to know that I actually have done a lot of the things that I am sharing with them. And if it's not me, it might be my children, it might be my spouse, but it's definitely people that are in my inner circle. And I was really impressed with those students every day. Like I said, for 4 days last week, twice a day, I was speaking to over 300 students, and they came from different schools all around and in my area. And so I was really surprised at how well behaved they were because, there's always going to be a few students that are going to cut up. And trust me, actually, no, they didn't really cut up. But whenever I'm doing a presentation and if people are talking while I'm presenting, oh, I stop and I'll say, oh, I'll wait. And it's amazing how you don't have to call anyone out. You don't have to point any fingers, but just pausing and saying that you'll wait and how quick everything turns around. But I only had to do that maybe once or twice over the past week. So I'm speaking to them, I'm talking to them. They have great questions. They were very attentive. They were taking notes. Some of them were writing down things. Some of them had their Chromebooks open and were gathering and capturing notes. They had just some well thought out questions. And I really thanked their advisors that had brought them to this event. And it was at the convention center. I loved it. There was a stage. I had a microphone. I promise you give me a microphone and it is a game changer. It really is. And I just loved looking out and just seeing those faces, those eager young faces, just ready to learn and take on the world because they are our future. And what I was also very impressed with was in between the sessions and even afterwards, how the young people were coming up to me and asking me for more information and how they can do things differently and how they can set themselves apart. And many of them have businesses. So I want you to know, So many people think that having a business is just having a product, an idea, or a service. It's so much more than that. It's having your business plan, it's having your marketing plan. How are you going to market your business? What is your business going to be? What is the value proposition? What is your SWOT analysis? What are your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? Who are your competition? How much money do you project that you're going to make from your service? How much do you charge? How much does it cost? All of those things goes into developing your business. So it's more than just being really good at something. It's more than understanding IT or web design or how to do hair. It's so much more than that. And when we have young people in our circle that have a special talent that they absolutely can make into a business, that they want to make into a business, let them know it's more than just doing that work and getting customers. It's so much more, especially if maybe they want to really expand it and get investors. Start early with developing a business plan right so that you can share it with others who may want to invest in your business. Don't take business lightly. So many people do. They think it's just, oh, I have this idea. Oh, I'm going to start a business tomorrow. Oh, I have my EIN number. I have my bank account set up. I have my virtual business address. It's so much more than that. And so that is what I was sharing with the young people, because many of them were coming up to me that telling me they had a business and they wanted to know how they could, get new clients, how they could network. And absolutely networking is important. But before you even do that, before you say a word, structure your business correctly. And just like I tell adults that type of information, that is exactly the same information I share with children, because you're never too young to start a business. Look at child actors. My son started his first business in second grade. So you absolutely can start at any age, and you're never too old to start a business. So don't think, oh, that's beyond me. Oh, I passed my time or whatever. No, you absolutely, if you have a great service, start it, but start it right. All right. I hope that you take a nugget from this conversation. It's been my pleasure sharing this information with you. And again, if you have young people in your circle, listen to them, have that conversation, be an active listener, be an effective communicator with them, because not only will you learn something from them, but you're also teaching them how to better communicate with others as they continue to grow in this world. All right, that's all I have for you right now. I will be back soon. I am Coach Sherry. Thanks for tuning in.